Hola! Oh, I was supposed to go to bed like 2 hours ago. I have to get up at 6. Oh, wait, actually, like 5:30 in the morning. So here I am. JT. Uh, Double joke there, but I like the first part of it, so I'll keep it there. Hey, Cat Eyes, what's up? So if you look at the thumbnail, or if you go to my communicate, or what's it called, community page, community tab, whatever the hell it's called, click it. It'll show the full definition, the actual definition of what a veteran is. Hey, what's up, Locksmith? What's up, Searing TV, Community Breathalyzer? John B. Yeah, I wasn't gonna go live. I'm like, I can't sleep. I'm tired. Painkillers are kicked in hard. Feeling pretty damn good. I was like, you know what? I can't sleep, so I might as well go live. Hey, Missy, how you doing? Good to see you. Ivan Raids. A Rich or Eric. Heart Man. Gusto or Gusto. Geoff, aka Jeff. Lady J. Oh, I'm still sober. What's a month and a half now? Yeah, I'm sober as can be. But tomorrow, well, technically in about, shoot, 6-7 hours, I hopefully will be under anesthesia and get my other tooth pulled. But yeah, they gave me some pretty strong pain meds, but it makes me drowsy, but I don't want to sleep. So yeah. Andrea D. Is it Andrea or Andrea? Jeff, you know what you met when? Probably on the screen here. Let's see if she needs to get banned real quick. Hold on. Jeffrey, you know what you meant when you said you're a veteran and you implied you were a military. No, I never implied I was a military veteran. Shut the fuck up, Dragonfly. I'm a law enforcement veteran. Look at the definition, dumbass. You're a bitch. Yeah, I'm going to call you that. You're a bitch. I thought you were cool one time. You are genuinely a bitch. I have to say that Bill Powell was actually right about you. I don't like to say that to women, but you are a bitch. You are a piece of shit. Mod, you can ban Dragonfly if she talks to you more crap. So if you won't, I will. Lady Scorpio, what's up? Have your way with Dragonfly wings if you want. I thought she was a cool gal. Look back at my videos about 2 years ago. She was on my panel all the time, kissing ass, by the way. Check that out. Oh my goodness. It's so funny. What's up, Puck? Hey, little puppy. How's it going? Good to see you. Been checking out some of your streams if I can. Yeah, GLM. I thought was a friend at one time, and she just became a real bitch. And I usually don't call women that. I really don't. She actually is. You can time her out. You can ban her. You can do whatever you want. I don't care. She is a bitch. I thought she was cool, but I guess not. Sinead's gay son. Well, Puppy, if you want to come up, you can. If you want to do some art or whatever, that's cool. Uh, So, anyways, if you saw the thumbnail, or if you didn't see it, go to my community page. I put it on there, the definition of a veteran, the actual definition of a veteran. Dotty Two Hands, what's up? Yeah, Dragonfly Wings is Mackenzie. I won't say your last name. I won't do that. But I just call her Kenzie, Dragonfly Wings, whatever, 615. Hope it's embarrassing to sit here and listen to this. I'm not Telly. I'm out of here. Jesus will smite everyone watching it. Yeah, Telly is, he's a character. He's something else. He lives in another country, never lived in the U.S., and he thinks he knows everything. He doesn't. Scamula, I don't know. You were talking shit about me last time I saw you in chat, so I don't know if I'm going to send you the link or not. I'm just being honest with you. You were talking mad shit about me. So I don't know if I should say the link or not. I mean, I can give you a chance, I guess. I'll give you a chance because we both talk shit about each other. Even though I don't even have anything against you at all, but I just saw you and I was like, what the hell? It's like she just started talking. I was going to her streams whenever I could and everything, and all of a sudden she just started talking shit about me one day. But on the other hand, I have to admit I kind of like it, Scamula. So I'll give you the link. I'll give you the chance. I'll give you a chance. Maybe you're just trolling me. You know, it is what it is. All right, here we go. All right, you should have it in your Insta. Your Instagram. Yeah, they come in some good painkillers, but not strong enough. But hopefully tomorrow I won't have to worry about it. Hopefully they'll just pull the damn thing. My tooth, I mean, it literally, my whole jaw was swollen. I had to take a ibuprofen with the morphine they gave me. And then I'm on antibiotics, 2 different kinds, by the way. And then tomorrow I was supposed to have the exam or whatever and fill out forms. And then they would set a date in January. But I called them today and they're like, yeah, well, we need you to come in and try to get that pulled tomorrow. So hopefully that'll get done because a toothache is no fun. Not at all. No fun at all. The morphine didn't even really touch it. Actually, the ibuprofen helped more than the morphine, to be honest with you. I'm being honest. I'd rather have them take it out, give me antibiotics or whatever, some more antibiotics, and give me some ibuprofen 800s. Screw the opioids. Ibuprofen's the shit. Hey, what's up, OTR? Good to meet Ethan. Oh, your friend Ethan. I wasn't thinking, but yeah, good dude, man. Good dude. Smart dude. Hope he comes in here. OTR, do you want the link? I can give it to you real quick. Let me text it to you real quick. Give me just a minute, folks. OTR is one of my best friends. He's a good dude. This should be it, anyways. OTR, I just texted you the link. You should be getting that. You're welcome to come up. And if Ethan wants to come up, he's welcome to come up as well. Cool. I don't know who that is. If you don't come up by your real name, I can't let you up. I have to see your face or something. I won't let you up until you turn your camera off, if that's what you're worried about. But I'm not letting just anybody up. When somebody comes up as meh. Okay, gotcha. Okay, you ready? All right, 3, 2, 1. Here we go.
I'm like, it's me. I don't know if sometimes it comes under different. So, anyways, but you see, it's me. So it's,
yeah. Sometimes, like the host will change. Oh, there's somebody else.
that's probably OT.
Yeah, OTR.
Yeah, there he is.
All right, what's up, OTR?
Hello. What's going on?
Hi, OTR.
Hey, how are you?
First Christmas without his mama. So I'm just saying, we got to be extra nice to OTR.
Right. And for those who don't know, when he finally made it public, when I said a couple months ago, there was a tragic situation with a catcher in the community, and I couldn't say what it was. Well, because OTR finally made it public himself, his mom passed. That was a tragic news right before I hit live. So for those who were saying I was Jeffin, that's what it was.
Well, you
So
were Jeffin, but
yeah.
that's what it was.
But yeah, my condolences though, seriously. That was a tough situation
Yeah,
there.
it's definitely made the holidays a little hard.
Right,
Yeah.
definitely. But yeah, and then of course OTR, you know about my situation that people thought I was lying about, and only you and blah blah blue, Vladimir, and I think Warbot and a few other people know the real deal and know everything. But I did actually lose 4 loved ones in 2 days a while back. So one of them, hey Seven, good to see you, buddy. Hey, there's Seven, one of the best editors in the community, by the way. He now edits for OTR quite a bit now too. Oh, whoops, pressed the wrong one. But good to see you, Seven. Good
So, did
dude.
you get what you wanted for Christmas, Jeffrey?
Uh, I don't have any gifts, but seeing my kids and grandkids is the best gift I could ever have.
I know, right? Like, I don't get anything either, but there's always you always have to ask. Like, what'd you get? What about you, OTR? Did you get anything?
Um, I got a nice pair of shoes. I got a jacket, a couple other things I needed for the road, and
Nice.
so
What about you, Scamula?
Actually, well, I kind of was making a little bit of fun of it today. Not that I really want to go into it, but my kids, my kid's dad has, like moved on, heaven forbid. So I'm like,
Right.
shit, this was the first year that he bought gifts for me. Like, what?
Uh huh.
I'm like, okay, it's really, really nice, like turtleneck, pale pink, pastel pink. I'm like, there's no way he didn't. We were together for 20 years. He didn't buy
Right.
clothes for me ever. And I'm like, fucking girlfriend, god damn it.
Well, I do have gifts
Two
waiting,
sizes
but
too small for me, of course. I'm just like, god damn it,
well, I have gifts that was offered, and I'm waiting till my brother, his wife, and kids get here. And unfortunately, they were supposed to leave. What time is it? Okay, 10:45. So it's still today. They were supposed to leave today, but there's a blizzard. They were supposed to go to Omaha, pick up their oldest son, and then head west, and then go south. So they won't be here till next weekend. So I was like, I'll wait till next weekend. But last year it was really nice. My ex-wife like handmade. It took her 3 months, and she made a Dallas Cowboy quilt for me, which is
oh,
really really
wonderful.
cool. So that was awesome.
Oh, those are the best gifts, right?
Oh yeah. Oh for sure. For
Yeah,
sure.
yeah. No, I
Jeff
just
sent
find
me
that
three hundred
kind of,
dollars for
yeah.
Christmas. Yeah, my YouTube wife there, Polly. She changes her name all the time.
I
It's
noticed,
Polly.
but I know who she is now. I know who she's super cool. She's been on your she's been
She,
live on here before.
yeah, she's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, I sent her $300 for Christmas, I guess.
I guess.
But
That's like when Michael Scott, like, okay, so it's like my favorite episode of The Office, because The Office is like my favorite show of all time. And my
mhm,
favorite episode is Goodbye Toby, right? And that's when
right.
Michael Scott like has his shoe money because his grandma, she's getting a little older, so she sends like $50, like, 10 times a year. And so it's his shoe money.
I think I said this before, but my grandma, God bless her heart, before she passed in the early 2000s, we were kids, in the 70s, 80s, early 90s, and whatnot. She would, and we found out later, we kind of had a hinge that she was doing that, but we were kids. We didn't know. And
You know,
we'd go there for Christmas, and she'd pull out this purse that was like 20 pounds, and she's like, I got this extra change, and she'd go and just pour it out over the table. It was all actual Morgan silver dollars. Like they were like actual 90%
oh,
silver, 92% silver, whatever it is, and dimes and quarters and nickels, whatever. And she would split it up. And of course, our stupid asses would go to the dollar store at that
oh
time.
no, I'm not kidding you. I had a little brother, and my grandfather was into like the 50-cent pieces. Remember those
Right.
for kids?
Yep.
And my fucking brother and his friend stole my coin collection and took it to Plaid Pantry to get the goddamn, like, the 2-cent candies.
Right.
And they were using like which probably could have been like, it probably was a good coin collection, right? Because it was my grandfather was into like these silver dollars and those 50-cent pieces.
Mm-hmm.
But that's why this is why I tell my kids she's so lucky not to have a little brother, because they do shit like that. And he cut my Barbie's hair. Like,
Oh no. No,
yeah,
you don't
they
do
were
that.
terrible.
You don't do that. Oh my goodness. My aunt, she was an aunt before she was born. So she was a few years older than me and a few years younger than my older sister. But she was so obsessed with strawberry shortcake. Remember
Oh, I
that?
remember that vaguely. Yes.
Yep,
Yeah.
strawberry shortcake.
Yep.
But you know what? Before I go on, I just want to, if I don't forget, Lady J says, Jeff, I only ask because I chat with him sometimes in chat. Can you tell me what? I don't know what you're talking about. You have to probably repeat the question on the. There's 100 and well, there's only 101 now, but there was like 100 like 20 or 30 before, so I don't know what it was. But yeah, she was obsessed with strawberry shortcake, and of course, me being younger, I went with the flow. I'd stay at my grandparents, and that was her daughter, my mom's youngest sister, and whatnot, and but one thing about my aunt is except for two, all my vinyl records that I had back then, we would go halfers on. So like when Autograph came out with Sign In Please, or Motley Crue came out with Shout the Devil, or whatever, just fill in the blank, we would go halves on it. And the deal was that Night Ranger was a band, Alabama, a country band, just whatever. And so she would have it for like a month. I would get it for a month, and vice versa. And of course, since she was
Oh,
older,
yeah, nice. I
she
remember,
got to,
yeah, it was like those clubs that you would join.
well, not that necessarily. It's just we would go to the local store, like Target or Kmart or Pomida was the name of the store up there in Iowa. And we get the vinyl records, and we would just take turns sharing them. And then I was like, you know what? I want my own. I'm tired of sharing. And then the last record I believe I got in the 1980s was 1985 David Lee Roth solo album Crazy from the Heat, the EP, which went
Jeff,
platinum.
hey Jeff, I'm going to kind of veer us back to what kind of brought us here tonight.
Uh-huh.
Because I apologize, but I want to make sure I'm giving the right respect
That's
to
right. That's good. It's
to
good.
Jersey and Hobby, because I think that I did watch what you did with Dobby Joe, and I thought she did a great job.
Thank you.
Um,
I got a lot of compliments besides the chat. I got a
yeah,
lot
I,
of
I thought,
compliments behind the scene. Hey, Todd.
yeah, no, I thought, because especially for someone like Bobby Joe, who tends to be one of the loudest voices in the room, and no, I thought she handled it really well. Um, and I was very impressed with how Hobby and Jersey, like, clearly they had some really strong feelings. And I just want to make sure, I'm not sure, and Jeff, I say this in all due respect, uh, I don't think that you necessarily gave them the respect. I think that they were still kind of left with with like some anger And so that could be part of what you're reading in chat, maybe.
I'm not really reading a whole lot of chat, but here's the thing: is OTR and I talked immediately after the stream, right? OTR.
Jeff, stay on subject.
No,
Yep.
I'm just getting this verification so everybody knows I'm not lying or anything. I came up I actually thought it was going to be very good, and
It was.
behind the scenes, I won't say names unless they want me to, but there was people that was like, "This ain't gonna be good, Jeff. It's a trap. It's a trap. It's a trap." And I've had so many traps before, and I think Bobby Joe, I think she did her best. I really do. I think there was a few things she did kind of do that was kind of like, whatever. But she couldn't help some of it, and I kind of feel bad when I blamed her for the docs. But it was so unexpected, So
Well,
I don't.
welcome to the club. It's happened to most of us, I think, at this point, and it sucks when it
Right,
happens. But again, I think that was, and please understand, I'm just saying this, Javi. I could understand where he was coming from, and I'm not a vet. I'm not a military person. Um, but I'm just saying there was some heat there, and I could understand why.
right. And hold that thought. Belt Loop is here's a police officer. Belt Loop is actually the one I was referring to when I said a police officer came up and verified what I said, even though it may have not been like perfected or whatever. He verified what I was not being rude. I wasn't being disrespectful. He gave the definition of stolen valor, and I've cleared that up so many times, and I'm done with that. And this
You
is
may be done with it, but and
right,
here's the thing, I may be done with it because I won't even park in the spot where it says for veterans because
right,
I have not served my country.
right,
Never in any kind of military service. So when you put up a definition, I see your definition of a veteran. Yes, of course, a veteran in the definition. I'm a veteran of grocery cart lifting, or you could be a veteran of anything. So
right,
again, I think you're trying to take the context away from the message here.
right.
And the
And I
message is it was Veterans Day. Veterans Day isn't about whether you're a veteran of a pet store.
right,
It's about people that actually served our country,
right. Yes, I agree with that.
served
And it
in the military.
exactly. And it wasn't Veterans Day when I said that. That's the
Yes,
thing.
it was, Jeff. Yes, it was.
No,
That's how
it
you
wasn't.
got.
I
I'm
have the
telling you,
receipts.
that's how you got in trouble.
No, it wasn't Veterans Day. Just so you
Well, it
know,
was close.
it was close, but it wasn't Veterans Day. What I said is Ryan came up and rattled his tequila, or not tequila, but what do you call it? What those little dogs called? Freaking a chiquitas, or the little dogs, chihuahuas. He came up rattling on and going off about something stupid. And what I really meant to say is, I served my community, get off my panel. What I
Okay, then
said
say
was,
that. Then correct
that's
yourself.
right. That's
You
right.
owe, and I'm sorry to interrupt you, but
I
you have
already
to
said it.
understand that
Already,
you owe
I,
real veterans an apology. You
I,
owe real veterans a true apology,
yeah,
and that's what Bobby Joe was trying to tell you.
Scambler. That was my 10th or 11th time that I did that. That's why I said I was very clear about that. If you look at my past streams, you'll hear it. So what I meant to say
Yeah,
was, I
but I
served my
haven't heard it.
community, but I said I was drinking at that time, so I said I served
Who
my country.
cares?
Leave me alone. And even though I did actually serve my country,
You did
I did not serve it in the military. That's the
holy
thing.
shit. It's like, Jeff, I'm sorry, but it's like, oh, I live in like the very liberal area, of course. I'm up here in the
See,
Northwest. And so
right,
everyone was like, thank you for your like during 2020. They,
right,
the beggar boy, thank you for your service. Thank you. It's gotten to the point where we've just spoiled people by thinking that because they can get up in the morning and put their pants on and show up for work, that they're a fucking hero. No, they're not. They're just doing their fucking daily job.
Sorry. You cracked me up. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to crack up. But no, here's the thing though, like my dad being from the Vietnam era, they were treated
Mind
like
you.
crap. They were
Yeah, I
treated
know.
like garbage.
Yeah,
And
I know. They were shunned when they came back. So I
right,
get that, but we're in now, and again, yeah, there's just no way that you can understand. I can't even begin to try to understand a veteran.
right,
I just, you know what I mean? I've never served in any service, like in the military. So I'm not about, again, I will park 2 parking lots over to miss that parking spot because I don't feel like it's fair.
right. I agree.
Like I'm not going to do that.
Did you know? I don't know if you know or not, or if you have them there, but here in New Mexico, in Walmart, they have several parking spots that
That's what I'm
says
talking about. That's what I'm
law
saying.
enfor. Well, hold on. It says law enforcement only. Nothing
Oh,
says, and no disrespect. I'm just simply saying what it says here. It doesn't have like military veteran parking or anything like that. It has handicap and it has law enforcement. And the way I grew up in the state I live in, we have Kirtland Air Force Base here, and my uncle retired from the Air Force as a master chief sergeant, and he was a boom operator. So he fueled airplanes in midair in war. So he would like their jet would fly over the fighter jet and refuel them in midair, which is crazy to think about, right? And so I almost got into the military. That's kind of what I wanted to do, but my heart was in law enforcement, to be honest with you. And that's what I aimed for, and I just didn't get too far in it, unfortunately.
Jeff, can I ask
But
you? There was one thing. I'm glad you brought that up, actually, because there was one thing, and I think that's where some confusion came. Because I know that I know I'd heard you talk about like when you worked for the jail, like that's when you broke your knee, right, or had the knee injury. But how did
what?
you get shot?
Okay, so let me explain this for like the probably the 50th time in the last 2.5 years. Okay, so I broke my knee. The U.S. Marshals. I was working in the county detention center as a detentions officer. That's what I was at that time. I was working a double shift. I was working quad control in the federal unit, and the U.S. Marshals decided they wanted to do a what they called a raid, or we call an extreme shakedown. Okay, so you shake down all the cells, not just two or three. You shake down all of them,
Jeff, you're
and
going into too many details. I'm asking you, how did you get shot?
I'm going to get to there. I'm just trying to
I'm
answer
asking
your
you to get there
question.
now.
Okay, well, hold on. I'll be there soon.
Okay.
So when they were on lockdown after the count, there was a slippery spot that had been there since '98. Okay, and this is like 2004, and I slipped like though I broke my knee. So that's how I got injured in the
Okay.
line. Right. So that's how I got injured in the line of duty. Getting shot. That this is off duty. I was at home. The gal upstairs, she had an ankle bracelet. She was doing good. She started going to church with us. She was going the right track. And somebody came up with a gun and threatened to kill her. And all she could carry was a pocket knife. And here I am, a peace officer, a peace, PEACE officer, right? And so I had outside the jail, I didn't have much authority unless it was a felony. So I called 911 on my cell phone. She said she believed they were gone. So I stepped outside and I looked up, and there was the dude at her front door with a gun. Now, let me explain something. We had the city mailbox, which, has like several little locks on it or whatnot, the big, you know, the apartment complex type mailbox.
Uh-huh.
And there was a bunch of sage and palm trees and whatever in front of it. And I didn't see there was a car there. And I was on the phone. Now, I think about this. My left hand, I'm right handed. So my left hand phone was to my ear. My right hand was on my right hip where my concealed carry weapon was. And I called 911 dispatch. I said, "Hey, I don't know everything that's going on. We were told this." I told them the whole, situation. And I heard a loud boom. And I felt my left arm where my cell phone was in my hand, right? And I felt a sharp pain. And I said, "Well, I just got shot." I didn't even flinch. I'm not trying to brag or anything. It's just the type of attitude I had at 20 whatever years old. And I was like, "Well, I just got shot. I think it went right through me, so I should be fine." And they came there. I got the license plate. It was a car. They shot me. They aimed for my torso or my head. It hit my arm, and it hit our apartment. And they came and like, well, thankfully, it's more of a flesh wound. It bounced and it hurt my bicep muscle. That's why I felt the pain so much. So that was off duty at home. So
Okay.
people get that, they twist it, they make their own narrative,
No, I
spread it
think,
around, and
Jeff, I
yeah,
didn't know that. No, that's what I'm saying. I think people are like assume that you got shot, like, and that the knee injury was part of you getting shot, and that it all happened in the line of duty.
I know, I know.
Okay, so I think that's something that it's okay to clear that up. And OTR, where are you? I feel like I'm having this conversation with Jeff by myself. OTR.
I'm just sitting here eating.
I'm just saying, you can chime in anytime, dear.
So it's pretty loud over here where I'm at. I'm at one of the service plazas in New Jersey.
Wait, actually, even though Dragonfly and I don't get along right now, I'm kind of interested in her comment. She says, "I happen to know law enforcement. David Shoemaker from To Catch a." Oh, wow. I did not know that.
That name
Pretty
sounds so
cool.
familiar.
Was
I'm
that
sorry,
from the
no for the comments.
Connecticut catches or the Ohio? The name sounds so familiar. Jersey Stang, listen, I'll let you come up. This is not
Please
going to be a
let him bring up.
shit
Jeff,
show.
Jeff,
This is
you need to be respectful too, though. Come
Oh
on.
no, absolutely. But I'm not going to start a fight or an argument. This is a
I'm
chill
just saying,
stream.
but let
So,
him up. He deserves it.
oh, of course. But
Okay.
I'm not gonna start an effing this and effing that, and blah blah blah. As soon as the F word comes out, he's gone. So
Listen, I've heard him. He's not like that.
I like the dude.
He
I
seems
did
incredibly respectful from
until
everything I've heard.
tonight, and he treated me like crap, and I was like, oh my
No,
gosh.
I didn't hear that. I thought he was incredibly respectful.
Well, there's about 120 people that disagree that messaged me afterwards, but okay, there's the link. But if you want to have a respectful conversation and just talk like normal human beings, there it is. But yeah, so that's interesting because the ones I remember the most from TCAP were, remember that gal from Kentucky and her assistant. It was a dude. They were like, to me, they were like the best detectives on TCAP. They
You know,
literally
those it
got
was
right to
those
the
old
point.
it was those old To Catch a Predator things on
Right,
YouTube. That's
right.
exactly how I ended up in that algorithm,
Mm-hmm.
right? Like just started watching YouTube, and I started watching like Kit Boga,
Right.
and then like the TCAP things, and it's funny, like I just would have even known that the catcher, this whole thing exists, had I
I
not gotten back into those.
I'll be honest with you. I know there was like Pop Squad, which is the first one I found after TCAP, and then there was Anxiety War, and it went on from there. But I still consider Alex like the godfather of.
Yeah, he was the first. Him and that Rami guy. Those were probably the first ones I saw.
Yeah, it was weird because it was Pop Squad, Anxiety War, And then after that, PP Toronto. There was Justin Payne, and
Oh
then
yeah, PB Toronto. Yeah,
the
that was the
first
other
one,
one.
not the second one. There's two of them. A lot of people don't know that. The
I don't
one
know.
that
Yeah, when I first started, it's been like 2.5 years now because like Tommy had he was a month old, but I was about a month old on YouTube. So that was
right,
kind of like how I ended up in, I think, Tommy's algorithm.
right. Hold on, just 1 second. Everybody that comes up as WPG Freedom is a porn bomber, so I'm not letting this person up unless they show their face. Every single time a WPG Freedom comes up, it's a porn bomb.
Okay. Even
Is
I
that
showed my ugly mug tonight. So,
wait?
but
Hold
yeah,
on.
the Fabio one, it was a couple weeks ago. Whoever the Fabio
Is
one.
that Tommy? Oh, hold on, just a second. You have to give me a second here. Is that Tommy? It looks like Tommy with the hoodie. I'm just curious. I'm going to put a banner up to be on the safe side, but every single time I've let a WPG up, it's been a porn bomb. So I'm going to do a banner at first, give a
Okay.
chance.
I've only known them to be very cool as well. So,
All right, you're up. Who's this?
Yo, Jeff.
Hey, well, okay, is this WPG?
Yes.
All right, what's up, buddy?
I got like a couple things I want to say. First off, I want you to unban me. That'd be good.
Wait, you're
Second of
banned?
all, yeah, man.
Wait, hold on. Give me just a minute here. Go ahead and talk. I'm going to work on the unban. I didn't know you were banned. I hate.
Second of all, I just want to say Merry Christmas to everybody out there.
Yeah, I
Jeff, I think
appreciate
you're
that.
going to let
Merry
Jersey
Christmas.
up.
I am.
And the third thing, I just want to point out the one question going around there. There's some people concerned about some comments made about Damone. And people are wanting to know if somebody said, I guess he was a pedophile, and people are kind of worried. So if you can clarify that, that'd be cool.
Wait, who said he's a pedo? I don't know who. I never heard of that until just
Lady
now.
J was asking about it a little while ago.
Yeah, Jeff.
Wait, hold on. I can't. I didn't hear what OTR said. Hold on. What now?
Lady J was asking about it a little while ago. I sent a message in the chat in the back here. And
oh shit!
Who called him a pedo?
I have no idea who called it to him, but Lady J was asking about it.
Apparently, it came from the Ed stream you were just on. So I think that's
the last stream.
I think it was
you. I was on there for probably 1, maybe 2 minutes, FYI, and I jumped down because Telly.
I guess there was a comment made about Damone, and people are worried now that he's a pedophile. So I just wanted to clear that up.
I did not know anything about that. Yeah, I didn't know anything about that till just now.
So did you call Damone a name or something?
No. I was up there for like 1, maybe 2 minutes, and I jumped down because Telly pissed me off. So I went over here. So I have no idea.
Reference.
Right, I'm going to hop down, but I wanted to give a shout out to OTR. I know where you're coming from, man. I lost my mom in April, so.
I appreciate it, brother. I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah, I'm going to hop down, but Merry Christmas. Happy New Year, everybody.
You too.
You too, man. Thank you. Here comes Jersey Sting.
Oh, nice. Jersey Sting.
What's up, Jersey? I hope we can talk, like just talk, not
hey,
be
Jersey.
yelling and everything else. What's up, Jersey? Hello?
I'm wondering if he lost service because I know Bobby Joe had said that is sometimes a problem for him.
Yeah.
Right. I went ahead and removed you. Try to come back up. I'll drop the link one more time. In fact, I'll probably just pin it, to be honest with you. Let me paste it and then pin it real quick. But now I lost track where I was earlier. But let me get back to the subject. So there's a lot of people that just simply misunderstood me. And that's what irritated me the most. They misunderstood me. I wasn't disrespecting military veterans. that's what I'm trying to say. I respect them. If it wasn't for them, we wouldn't have the right to be up here and talk, right? I mean,
Okay,
come on.
yes, okay, but I think like I kind of felt Bobby Joe's frustration, and I kind of
Yeah.
understand their frustration. Um, uh, I
Hello.
think it's just taking some ownership for it, Jeff.
Hey,
Well,
Jersey.
I did, but they just didn't understand where I
Um,
was coming from, and that's what bothered me. It's like
Jeff.
nobody. I don't want
Okay,
to yell or
Jersey,
argue or anything.
Jeff,
So
Jersey's
go.
back.
Okay, go ahead, Jersey.
you're welcome.
Jeff.
Jersey. Yeah, go ahead.
Stop talking, Jeff.
Yes.
Jeff.
Yeah, I'm here.
Just let him talk, Jeff.
I'm trying. I don't know if he hears me.
Just be quiet.
I think he's having
Jeff,
audio
I
issues.
totally understood where you're coming from, Jeff. Please,
Go ahead.
Jeff, stop talking. You
Go ahead.
talk so much fucking bullshit.
All right,
It's
there
the
goes
same
the F
conversation
word. All right,
we had earlier, Jeff.
Stop
Ju-
it,
ju-
Jeff. Let
just
him
stop.
talk.
No, hold on. Stop the F word. Just talk like men. We
I
don't have to
never
yell
said
or
the
anything
F
like that.
word, Jeff.
Jeff,
Jeff, this is the same conversation we had earlier, Jeff.
All right, go ahead.
Jeff, this is the same conversation we had earlier. Please. Can you hear me?
I can now. Yes.
You talked about you being a fucking veteran. You are not a fucking veteran, Jeff.
All right,
You
F
want to call
words.
yourself a veteran because you want to make yourself feel better.
Okay, you can say what you want, but don't say the F word. Just keep it civil, okay? I'm not a military veteran. I said that. I'm a law enforcement veteran. But go ahead.
I don't know what's going on. I'm hearing echo. So
I know you're cutting in and out, so it's kind
no,
of
I
hard.
can hear you fine. I'm going to mute myself. I hear you fine, Jersey. I want you to talk.
Everybody mute. Maybe that will help because I can't really hear him. He's cutting in and out. I don't know what he's saying. Go ahead, Jersey.
I'm hearing echo still. So I'm not sure what's going on.
There's no echo.
All right, Jeff.
Yeah.
What does law enforcement veteran mean to you? What does that mean to you? Why do you say guys have to say law enforcement veteran?
Law enforcement veteran is somebody who served in law enforcement for a period of time and got a lot of experience, just like the definition I posted on the thumbnail of my community page.
Hello.
Yeah, I'm here. I'm here. I'm
All right, so Jeff, why do you keep on saying yourself law enforcement veteran?
Okay, well,
Veteran
like
in your name.
okay, like I promised, since you're here, I won't call myself that because it offends you. So I'll just say I was ex-law enforcement.
Why because you served 2 years.
No, more than 2 years, but go ahead.
There's too much of an echo, so I'm going to drop off for a minute. I'll be back.
Let me try fixing that. There's somebody else coming up too. Hold on just a second. Wait, who's MC?
Oh, don't.
And by the
Don't.
way, I think you're still a piece of shit.
Jeff,
Okay.
MC, he's legitimate, but I think his sound's going to he's just a
All right.
YouTuber.
Okay.
Sorry,
Well,
Jersey. I didn't mean to interrupt you because I was trying to, I muted everything. So
Jersey dropped out.
No.
So you said MC is who now? I'm sorry.
I've seen him. I think it's not that he's a porn bomber or anything, but his sound, you can let him up, but I think he was causing sound issues.
All right.
I think it was on Bill's.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because he sounds familiar.
Yeah, but he goes into a bunch of he and this other guy go into like this kind of Bible shtick. It's this thing that they have.
I'll give him a chance. I'll put a banner up. Give him a chance here. What's up, MC?
Howdy.
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 Yeah, he's not. Yeah.
So I got a question for you, my friend.
All right. Go for
All
it.
right. So it's about the veteran thing.
All right.
So you know the VA, right? Veteran Affairs.
Yeah, we're dealing with that right now with the funeral situation. Yes.
How come law enforcement, if they're veterans,
Uh-huh.
are not a part of the VA?
Some are.
Well, besides military police.
Oh, you mean like the ones that weren't in the military? Hold on, there's somebody else coming up. Let me just 1 second here. Is that Jersey? Sorry, I don't want to interrupt. I just want to make sure I got the right person here.
Let Jersey up, and
I think it's Jersey. Yeah.
Yeah,
Let me
let
let
him
Jersey up real quick. Or is that you, Jersey? Is that you, Jersey?
just say something.
Yeah. I don't know. Jersey, are you there? I don't know. Try to let me.
I know
Try
you're
to come back
trying,
up.
Jeff. I know you're trying. And
I'll
again,
try to come back up. Okay, back to MC here. Let me get off the banner here real quick. Good question. I do not know. I mean, they do have their own service because I have a lot of family that was in law enforcement that passed. They have their own thing, but yeah, it is different than actual.
I respect if you did it, but you're considered a former law enforcement.
Right.
You've got to respect veterans as their own thing. You have to. You have to
yeah.
not consider yourself a veteran.
Because
you're not going to veteran affairs. I mean, that's veteran affairs. I mean, it's affairs for veterans, and law enforcement don't go there. It's strictly for military.
Right. I agree. There's military veterans and there's veterans in their job. Exactly. I agree.
Jeff, I'm going to dip for a minute, okay? I'm going to come
All right.
back. Okay?
All right, cool.
All right. Peace.
Cool. Peace. Yeah, I agree with that 100%. You're right. Yep. I'm not denying that at all. So
if you did law enforcement, great, but I mean, I could care less if you did or you didn't, to be honest with you. But the veteran thing, you worked a lot of people up, my friend.
yeah, I probably did. And I look back on it, and I tried to talk about it earlier, and I just kept getting stepped over. But again, I'm not justifying it. I chose to pick up the bottle at that time. I was drinking. I actually meant to say I served my community, even though I did technically serve my country, but whatever. I'll say community just for the sake of whatever. But yeah, I agree. Right. I agree. I'm not disagreeing with you. I mean, what else can I say? Right, I'm wrong. I don't know. What else can I say?
No, there's nothing more to say. I guess minus the spazzing stuff, dude, because that also don't look good if you're former law enforcement, like threatening doxing and the language. Like, you got to also, if you are serving your community, you got to think about how you present yourself in public.
True. No, I'm actually liking what you're saying. Keep going.
I don't want to keep going.
Constructive criticism is good. Keep going. I like it.
No, I don't want to keep going. That's really it, man.
Is that the real
I
Taylor?
mean, you're called
Hold on.
Damone. You know, you threw Damone in there, like.
No. There's something about Damone you guys don't know about, and the law. I'll just keep it at that. Let me let Telly up real quick.
That's just a crazy tinfoil hat accusation.
Hold on, just 1 second. Sorry,
Hey,
I'm
Telly.
just. There's one person. We have Jersey Stain coming up. Okay, there we go. All right, we're good. All right, continue on. Whoever's next, I don't know. Just allow everybody to.
I was going to let Jersey go. I was just going to ask you about that Damone thing that you just said over in Ed's.
I didn't say anything about Damone and Ed. That's a thing. I don't know what you guys are talking about.
So, I'm sorry, Charlie.
Okay. Yeah, you did, mate. When I was asking you stuff about providing, I think it was about the, you said you were a debater, and I said something about, well, if you provide some links for that, and you said, no, you weren't going to do that because people were looking into your background and like Damone, and there was pedophiles around.
Right.
And then
yes.
like Damone were looking into your, I can't remember the exact words, but looking into your Facebook and finding pictures of your kids and your grandkids.
He was going through my grandkids, my nieces, my kids when they were minors at the swimming pool to get to my pictures to post as thumbnails. Yes, so I had to have. Hold on, just 1 second. Let me finish here. Just 1 second. Yeah. There's a certain person on panel. I'm not going to say who. Do I have your permission to say what I told you about that?
Well, he must mean you over here.
Hold on.
Are you talking to me or?
I didn't want to say that, but since you said it, yes. Can I have your permission to say what we talked about?
Sure.
Why are you dragging OTR into it?
Okay, so here's what happened. So the thumbnails that Damone, aka James, was using were pictures from my Facebook. In order to get to those pictures, he had to go through minors, my family, minors in bathing suits, just minors in general, my kids, my nieces, my grandkids, etc., to get to those pictures to post as thumbnails. He was stalking my Facebook, which I had to get my lawyer to get up a legal statement to post on my Facebook, which is now posted there. So,
sorry, so you are implying that he's a pedophile. Is that what you're saying?
I never said that. I never said. Did I say that, anybody? Did I say that?
You just said that over in Ed's to me.
What did I say, Telly? What did I say, Telly?
You said that there were pedophiles that were looking through your stuff, and then you said, like Damone was going through all your blah 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 blah, and you put the two together it certainly came across that you were inferring that Damone was a pedophile. And I asked Ed whether he took it that way, and he said yes, he certainly thought that you were inferring that as well. And someone else has just gone back and listened to it, what you've said, and they think that you were inferring the same thing. So,
okay, I'll have to go back and listen to that. I did not call him a pedophile directly, but real quick, who is MEH?
What do you mean directly?
Hold on, Telly, hold on. I'm talking to somebody in the basement. Who is MEH?
Yeah, you do this, don't you? So I love the way you let something distract you when you're on the spot. Who gives a fuck with that business? Can we finish the conversation?
Kelly, if you're going to act like that, you can go. Okay, I don't want to kick you, but if I have to, I will. I'm trying to let people up, but I can't do like 10,000 things at the same time.
Well, how about we just have can we just have the conversation before you let someone else up, was my point.
Well, hold on. Who is MEH? Who is Mike Hunt? I know who Mike Hunt is. All right.
Well, MEH was Scamula earlier.
Right. Okay, go ahead, Telly.
Thank you.
You're
Um,
welcome.
yeah, okay. So you weren't inferring that wasn't your intention to infer that Damone was a pedophile. You just happened to throw that word out and then Damone into the same fucking sentence. Sorry, I didn't mean to swear there. Into the same sentence. Was that just coincidence or?
Yeah, I mean, they're yeah. Look, I can't get into it because of legal things, lawyers and police and whatnot. Well, you can laugh all you want. You can laugh all you want, Telly, but there are
I
Well, why
only
police.
got a
did
couple of
I
questions.
just
My guess.
Hold on,
Wait, wait,
one at
wait,
a- hold on,
wait.
one at a time. One at a time. Let
why
me answer
did you
Telly's
why did you
question.
say it? Why did you put pedophile and Damone's name into the same sentence? There's nothing legal about that. There's no FOIA shit. There's no lawyers. There's no restrictions on you. Why did you infer that?
Okay, Telly. Again, I did not call Damone a pedophile. Okay, end of story. I'm going to leave it at that. I'm going to move on from there and finish answering your question. Okay. There
All
are
right.
people, okay, there are people that are going through my Facebook, and my friends are looking through that who are police officers, and they're looking into that and finding out who is going through my stuff. Okay, so I'm going to leave it at that. And hey, Todd, how's it going? I'm going to leave it
Can
at
All right.
that.
I just
Sorry,
need
Jeff,
to ask two quick
Jeff and
questions.
Kelly.
Wait,
Jeff
hold on.
and Kelly.
Hold on. One
Can I,
person at a
I've got
time.
I've got one more. I've got one more before you go,
Yeah,
Wolf. The other one is that over in Ed's, they've just played a clip of you saying that you were shot inside a federal jail.
Yeah, that was
So
pretty.
either
I never said that. If I said
no,
that, then I
they've
must
just
have
played.
been
They've
correct.
just played a clip of it. They've just played a
On
clip of you
Bills.
saying that
It was on
on Ed's or
Bills.
Bills. Okay,
Yeah, I
wherever
heard
it
it on
was, it
Bills.
doesn't matter.
I'm
But you,
shocked to hear that because people take a narrative, they make
no,
it
no,
their
you
own.
said it. It was you saying it. You
yeah.
But,
saying that you were shot inside a federal jail.
okay, maybe I was
So
drunk and missed.
either
Jeff,
you were lying
Jeff,
then
I
or you're
remember
lying
hearing
now.
that. Sorry to
Okay,
interrupt, but I
okay,
remember hearing that, and that's why I
okay,
asked you earlier.
okay. Like I said,
So
when I was drinking, I said a lot of stupid stuff that didn't make sense. So I will, I'll fess up to that. If I said that, I said it. I didn't mean it that way though. So, anyways,
all
I
right,
don't
okay,
drink anymore. So,
I
I'll get
get
off
you're
and
an
someone
alcoholic,
else
but
again.
you just I don't understand how you can say stuff that's false.
I got a
okay,
couple of quick questions, and then I'm
Okay.
gone. I promise.
is this
Jeff,
Wolf?
Woof.
yes,
Yeah.
this is Wolf. Don't worry
Oh,
about it. I'm not going to pour a bomb, nothing like that.
okay.
Have you put your photos on private since that's happened? Number one. Number two, have you listed your name with your catcher name on your Facebook profile? If you have, you should not have kids on there to begin with. You should be protecting kids by keeping it private so that way no other pedophiles that actually you might have caught and stuff like that, or future catches or past catches, aren't looking up your profile because they get your name from court documents. When they look up the profile and everything like that, you really got to start paying attention and protecting those kids.
Right. And actually, I think it was your stream or FM's. I'm not for sure. When I kind of learned about that, I changed my profile picture to me and my daughter, and yeah, I changed and I privatized it. And OTR is here, I believe, still. He helped me fix all that.
So everything should be privatized from now on. Don't put your kids on something that you have catcher stuff on.
Right.
Yeah, but
That's
it,
Yep.
just a tip out there. I mean,
Doesn't mean
you're
don't put
getting upset. Hang on, you're getting upset over this reason, but you never took the proper steps to protect your grandchildren and your children to begin with, knowing that you're a catcher. This is a long time ago that you could have taken care of that, and it never would have came to light. Just saying that. You have a good night. Later.
Yep.
Why okay.
No, let me respond. That's a good point. So when I started YouTube, I had no idea it was going to be like what it is now. So I still had my personal Facebook. I did not have a a YouTube Facebook, if you will. So when things started happening and people started posting my stuff from my Facebook, I talked to my lawyer. I put up a legal notice and I changed the profile picture, and OTR helped me privatize it. So yeah, I took care of that as soon as I found out.
Jeff, I think that's a very it's just a real thing that happens, right? To especially people that are over 25 or 35 that get on YouTube, and they think, you kind of realize after the fact, like, oh shit, I got my information out there.
Right.
I think, and again, I don't know exactly what happened, but from watching a little bit of Ed's panel and what was said with about Damone, I think what people are saying is you made some kind of leap there. Like, so, and my other thinking is that if you talk to a lawyer about getting swatted or whatever and that whole thing, like, yes, so I can get that that's a thing. But I think that I guess you said something about Damone making that leap. You can't make that kind of leap, regardless of what he did. You can't make the leap that he's suggesting, or that you're suggesting that he's some kind of like pedophile, because I
I
don't
never,
think.
I never called him a pedophile. That's
Okay,
what I'm
I,
trying
I
to
think
say.
again, I think somehow that got out there.
Okay. Well, people take a narrative, they run with it, just like the trolls do, and then people believe it.
Yeah,
And like Scamula, they said you were a prostitute in Seattle or some shit, blah blah blah. I didn't believe it. I'm not stupid, I'm like, oh
that's
my
because
gosh.
okay, where that comes from is because I will say stuff like, "Oh man, I'm gonna have to work the corner tonight. I'm really gonna have to make some extra money." I say shit like that, and see if
Right,
you knew me in person. Clearly, I'm not going down to the corner and
right,
making to pay my bills tonight.
right, exactly. So
um,
once I started learning all, it's a learning, it's a live and learn thing. I'm still
yeah, but
living and
again, like
learning.
but even if I did have to go down to the corner to pay my bills, I'd be proud of
Sorry,
that. It didn't This doesn't make me a fucking chomo. It just means I saved
right.
money. You know what I
You're
mean?
right. You're doing your thing.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. I remember you used to call Ed Special Ed. I remember, was that last year or
Oh,
something?
I've always called them special ed. Yeah.
And you guys are friends now. I think. I
No, we're
think.
not. I'm blocked from everything, Ed. So
Oh.
just so you know, like, no, we're not friends. Like,
Oh. Okay.
he was growing on me a lot, and then I no, I don't mind. It's fine. Again, I think I'm like a lot of people where it's so hard for my brain to even wrap around the fact that somebody would ever do that.
Yeah.
And so as awful as I've ever thought Ed is, I've never thought that. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, never.
Here's my thing. Let me explain this if I could with Ed. So when the whole thing came out, the Florida trip, right? Okay, so was that March, April, whatever it was? When the whole thing came out, I was honestly I was stunned for like a couple of days, and I was still friends with Nick Cook, and he he sent me a message. I won't repeat it again, even though we're not talking anymore again. But he said something that was very suspicious, and it just got me thinking. I was like, "Oh my god! Like, why would he tell you that? And why would you tell me that?" I'm not going to say what it was. I said it before on cap. I'm not going to
No,
say it
Jeff,
again.
we're not even going to start. No,
Right?
we're not
Exactly. No,
going to start a
I
Jeff
know.
thing here. Okay, that's
Yeah.
not going to happen.
Well, anyways, so I at the end of May, I went to. I've said this so many times, but I'll repeat it again for those who don't know. I stopped going to a lot of the decoy channels because it got me triggered, right? And I decided, you know what, kids, you went live. I said, I haven't been to a decoy channel in quite a while. So I went over there, and this sick, you know what, cred, whatever, mother effer, he started talking about going after children that were my grandkids, my oldest grandkids' age. And it got me so triggered. And I had a bottle of Canadian Mist in my drawer for almost 7 years. And it was like my security blanket from when I quit last time. I'm just being honest, you know. And so I started to stream on my channel, and Ivy came up and she was singing some great songs. We were having a great time. It was really, really good. And I decided, well, a couple of drinks won't hurt. You know how the alcohol thing works, right? So I poured myself some Coke and Canadian or cream soda and Canadian Mist, whatever it was. And I didn't get drunk on the stream, but towards the end, I got buzzed. And
But
then
Jeff, that doesn't matter.
hold on, let me finish. I want to get to the whole thing here so everybody understands. For those who don't know,
I
so
think everyone knows. Nobody wants to hear that you got drunk anymore.
okay. Anyway,
Yeah.
so let me finish, please. Okay. So towards the end of the stream, I was like barely buzzed. Cap went live. I was like, oh hell yeah, another dragging stream. You know, I was into all the dragging streams or whatnot. So I went over there and I just started drinking and drinking more. I wasn't even thinking about it. And I went up, and of course and I was like, I did the FU to everybody. Nick, Ed, Bill, whatever. I just went through it all. And I woke up the next morning, and of course I didn't remember half of it. And I had all these messages. Hold on, let me finish here. I listened to I looked at all the messages, listened to all the voicemails, etc., etc. I was like, oh no, what did I do? And then I was like, oh no. And at that time, Haystack was pretty new and making his videos. And I was like, oh gosh, Haystack's going to do a video on this. And I was like, I was praying he wouldn't. And people think I was doing it for Haystack. I was like, no, 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 no. And then he did. And I was like, oh shit. You know, I was like, no, I did not want this. And then, of course, I was getting nothing but, oh, good job, Jeff. Praises to Jeff. This, that, and the other. I was like, no, I don't. That's not me. I messed up. I drank, you know, blah, blah, blah. And then it went from like once a week to like 2 times a week, 3 times a week to 4 times a week, like pretty much every day. And then I became an alcoholic. And then the last time I got 1089, well, for those who don't know, welfare check, whatever, that was the last time, and I quit. So that's been I guess a month and a half now or whatever.
Yeah, Jeff, again, so I think we're beyond that. Guess what? That happens.
Yeah.
But it's no excuse. It's absolutely not an excuse. So if you're sober now, that's why I was telling you, you know, like earlier, I feel like and I think Bobby Joe was trying to tell you this. Like and I think, I don't know, like you're doubling down where it's just like have some humility and go, yeah, I was drunk and how dare I think that I served my country? Jeff, you didn't serve your country. You didn't get shot in the line of duty. Like you've led people to believe a lot of shit.
Okay, Scamula, before I kick you off, I'm gonna mention it one more time. If you didn't see the thumbnail, go back and look at it or go to my community page. The definition of a veteran is somebody who did something for somebody, some company, for a
Yes.
period of time. Okay. Okay, so here, at least in my family, who's mostly military veterans, by the way, and some law enforcement, we call each other well, anyways, I'm not going to mention names. I almost mentioned names here. Let me finish here, okay? So that is a thing. Okay, like I think it was Christmas Day, they had a special, and they were talking about law enforcement veterans. Law enforcement veterans. that passed in the line of duty. They were either killed or they passed or whatever. They had a whole special on that. That is a big thing in my family and here. Okay. The word veteran means somebody they served their company, their organization. That's one part of it. Okay. The second part is military veterans. So to me, it's a natural thing. My great grandpa was a sheriff in Missouri. All right. He's called a veteran sheriff. I grew up with that term in my family because of
Okay,
military and
okay,
law
okay,
enforcement.
okay. How about this, Jeff? Tell you what. Don't kick me yet because I'm ready to. I was ready to kind of kick myself. Can we talk about something that kind of hit? And I like you. I like to keep some things private, but yet this was something that you did that hit close to home for me based on just my life. So something that happened, and it was when you were drinking, I guess, is that you talked about a school shooting
Right.
at your grandkids' school.
Right.
I went through a literal. Our neighborhood went through that last year. I mean,
We had we had two. We had
never,
two.
ever, ever, ever would think that your child would ever tell you, Mom, I heard gunshots right outside my classroom today. Never in my life did I think I would experience that. But I
Right.
experienced that a year ago. So,
I did
Jeff,
too.
when no, you didn't. You
Well,
experienced
I
it
did.
2 months ago. And I want
Uh,
to know what fucking school shooting that your grandkids were at 2 months
OTR.
ago.
Hold on. OTR has all the links. He
I'm
knows.
not asking for links. I'm
Yeah,
asking you, when did you actually go through that? As a parent who has gone through that, I that's why I'm saying I think I understood Hobby and Jersey's anger because they're coming at it from like, how dare you, you know, talk about being a veteran. And I'm like kind of like, how dare you make up a school shooting?
I didn't
Because
make it
that
up.
was the worst experience ever.
Scamula, let me finish talking here. Let me answer
Okay.
your question. OTR has all the links. The first link, I'm not going to name the name of the school because my grandkids go there. I'm not going to dox my grandkids and risk their lives because of all the freaks on YouTube. Okay. The first link was from Newsbreak, not Newsmax, but Newsbreak. It said school
Is
shooting.
that one of the ones that
Oh,
says the Earth is flat and Donald Trump lost the election
no,
by
no,
accident?
Scamula,
Jesus
stop. I'm going to
Christ.
kick you. Stop.
You can't
The,
kick me. If you're going to believe that the sky is fucking purple, Jeff, then kick me.
okay, let me
Because there was no
finish.
school
Let
shooting.
me finish. I have all the screenshots and everything, okay? Let me finish. They retracted. They said, okay, it's not at the school. The school is on lockdown. It's across the street. It was a domestic situation. And yes, people were killed. People got in critical condition.
You
It
said,
scared
no,
me. Let me
kids
finish.
are dead.
Let me finish.
Children are
Let me
dead.
finish. Let me finish.
Oh, Jesus.
Okay. My daughter called. Okay. Yeah. Let me finish. Everything was cleared. It was across the street from a school that my grandkids go to. Okay. OTR, you still there? You have the
Yeah, I'm here.
links. Do you have the links?
Somewhere. It's been a while. This is what, like September?
October, November, something like that. Yeah. But he has the links. All right. They retracted, said, okay, it's not the school, it's across the street.
So the shooting happened in September or October, but you were
No,
talking
no, no,
but
no, 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 no,
that's
no,
what
no, no,
OTR
no,
just said.
no,
This was like
October,
2 months ago that you were
November.
talking about it. You were crying online
Right, right.
about a school shooting that your
And
grandkids were part of.
anyways, so the links were dropped. Um, and it was across the street. Yes, people were killed, some were in critical condition, etc., etc. Now, at the first picture,
People
let
were
me
killed,
finish.
some
Let
in
me
critical,
fit.
etc., etc.
Stimulus. Stop. Let
Jesus
me
Christ.
finish. Don't say the Lord's name in vain on my stream. Okay. The crosswalk actually showed where my daughter and I walked across the street to pick up our grandkids from the school. I'm not going to dox my grandkids because there's too many damn pedos in this community that has infiltrated and sickos. So I'm not going to drop that particular first link. OTR has it. I have it.
Damone might get a hold of him.
I don't
Right.
care. He can do what he wants. Damone's an illegal. Well, I can't talk about it. Anyways, I'm not going to talk about Damone. All I'm saying is it was a very scary, intense situation. Now, when it was confirmed that it was across the street, it ended up being a domestic dispute. Okay. And there were people that went to the hospital, some died. And so that's why
dispute. So there was it a shooting?
Right. Yes, it was a shooting, Scamula. Okay. Across the street. Stop it, or I'm going to kick you. Stop. Okay. The retraction has been retracted 3 times. Then there was an actual school shooting just recently. I believe Artesia or Artriska school, whatever it was here in Albuquerque. That was an actual that was inside the school. Okay. So, anyways, that's what happened. Okay. Period. Okay. I was just simply reading ABC Action 7 News, aka Newsbreak. I was watching the news. Okay. I was going by what you can laugh all you want. I don't think it's funny.
No, I'm not laughing. I said it's Newsbreak. Like, is that one of the ones that thinks that the earth is flat and Donald Trump?
Are you serious?
Newsbreak.
I am. No, I am. There's like Newsmax.
Go ahead, OTR.
Newsbreak is like the CNN of the internet.
Right.
Okay, I don't know. I that's why I was asking because I know there's some of them that are like Fox News on acid.
They're based off ABC. They're a parent. What do you call it? Sister company of ABC. Whatever it is. Anyway, so that's what happened, and so there's a lot of confusion. So my daughter called and said, "No, didn't happen at the school. It was across the street. We got we got the kids. They're safe. Everything's good." So that happened. Okay. End of story. It's there.
It's not the end of the story. What I'm saying is the story that you told were that kids died that day.
That's what was
kids died that day. This was 2 months ago. This wasn't September or October.
Okay.
It was like 2 months ago.
Yeah, Scamula. Kids did die that day, but it wasn't inside the school. It was across the street.
How many kids died? How many?
I have to look at the link. OTR, do you know it offhand, or do I need to look for it? I have to go up.
You have to look for it.
All right, let me go up. Actually, you know what? I don't have to do shit. Look it up.
No, you don't. I'm just asking.
Look it up. I'm tired of trying to prove receipts to everybody. So look it up. Look it up.
No, I mean I got.
Look it up. Look it up. Look it up. Look it up. That's it. I'm done. I'm not going to talk about that anymore. Look it up. Moving on.
Okay.
Next. Look, I looked for a chill stream. I didn't want to argue or anything. I allowed some arguments and debates, and that's fine. But
Jeff,
just try to have a chill.
You are not in control.
Okay, bye. Man, she is annoying as hell. Oh my goodness, she is so annoying. You are.
Well, kick me then.
Okay. No problem. For the person I accidentally kicked, I'm sorry. I thought you were her. You can come back up. I apologize. I actually clicked the wrong button. But anyways,
but
I think we'll just stick with you and I. OTR.
I'm not gonna be able to stay up here much longer myself. I'm parked for the night.
Yeah, I need to go to bed here pretty soon too. So.
but that Newsbreak app is not exactly a dependable source.
Right.
So
They get it from ABC. They try to get it out first, and then KOAT Action 7 News. They no, that's not it. It's this, and then no, I'm not letting anybody else up. I'm getting ready to close it out, so don't even try to come up. No offense. It's POTR and I.
So it's when it comes from Newsbreak, it's hard to tell what's true, what's not, and
right.
I've had articles come up on Newsbreak saying there was a volcano eruption in fucking Virginia. When there ain't no volcanoes in Virginia.
I was going to ask you that. I don't think there is volcanoes in Virginia. Yeah, they retracted it. I think the last link I sent you didn't even show the crosswalk or what do you call it? Crosswalk, whatever, with my daughter, myself, and grandkids. It actually showed police officers. So they changed it probably 3 or 4 times since then. So, yeah.
So,
but it is scary, to see that right away,
Oh yeah, it is. But like when you see stuff like that, you kind of have to do your research on it.
Right.
Just to make sure, because next thing that pops up is a shark attack in Albuquerque, and there ain't no ocean.
Right, a great white in the sand. Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Always do your research when stuff like
right.
that pops up on Newsbreak.
Right. Yeah. I live and I learn, like all of us. But yeah, I'm gonna have to end this soon. So I have to get up like in 6 or 7 hours, or 6 hours now, something like that. But yeah.
Yeah, I gotta be up at 8 a.m. my time and go get my load and heading back down to Florida.
Nice.
So
hopefully it's warm.
Oh, it should be. It was actually pretty warm at home today. It was almost 60.
Dude, I walked outside this morning to go to the store in Walgreens, and I had shorts and a t-shirt on. Sunshine was out and everything. I was like, oh, it's going to be 50, 60 degrees outside. And the wind was blowing so hard. And it was 20-something degrees with the wind chill. I was like, oh my gosh, I don't really have anything but shorts and a t-shirt. So I ran to the car, got warmed up, did my thing, came back home. I was like, yeah, I need to get some winter clothes. So you never know. Because you were in, I think you were in Jacksonville, what, a week or two ago? It was like really cold there, 30 or 40 or something.
It's, been pretty cold up this way. Christmas was actually really nice weather. Hell, I haven't seen it that warm in years.
Up north or Jacksonville?
Oh, up north.
Oh, okay. So I remember you were down in Jacksonville and it was cold.
Yeah, it was a tidbit nipple.
Tidbit nipple.
So it's just pretty weird weather we've been having this year throughout the country.
Yeah. Well, I kind of predicted it. I was like, well, we had a huge hot summer. I mean, almost the whole country did triple-digit heat. Of course, we have that every year here, but like it was like extra hot. I think Hobbs, New Mexico, I think it was Hobbs or Carlsbad, got to like 122 degrees. Maybe it was Roswell. I don't know. We got like to 116 here. It was hot. And I was like, oh yeah, we're gonna have a cold winter now. And sure enough, we do. So, but
Right.
it was like in the 50s and 60s until a couple of weeks ago or a week ago or so, and then boom, it hit us. But we usually get spring like on Groundhog Day, 1st of February. We get back up around 60 at least. So, another month or so.
But anyways, man, I'm gonna hop off of here. I gotta go to bed.
Yeah, I do too. I appreciate you coming up, man.
Absolutely.
All right, you have a good night.
All right, bye.
Later. I haven't been looking at chat too much. I'm gonna end it here though, here pretty quick. See, Lady J, I think is in Colorado. I could be wrong, but see, Wolf is in Mass, New England area, somewhere around there. I don't know. 120. I don't know if it said here. Hold on, let me go back up. I'm clicking here. Appreciate that. Be kind. Oh yeah, I saw the decoy for kids. Who is that, by the way? I saw that. Did they change their name or something? Because I don't know who they are. I do, but I don't. It's weird. Decoy for kids. I got a notification. I went there for a little bit, and decoy for kids. I don't know who that is. Is that Kinsey? Just curious. She changed your name or? One of the best decoys out there. I mean, I remember one of the first decoys was Shane. I hope I get this right. Shane Coyle. I think that's the name. He's mostly on Instagram now. He was actually called, I think it was the Ultimate Decoy back in the early days when APP and Justin Payne and all of them were around. But he's good. He's really good. I don't see him on YouTube that much anymore, though. Tommy Beta Studios. Who banned Pick at Mods? I don't even know who that is. I don't know. When Mods ban somebody, I don't know until I go to my ban list. I'll go there now, actually. It'll take a little bit, though, to be honest with you. There's probably a couple people I need to unban. Most of them are doxes, so Tommy boy, I mean, if you want your name doxed, I can unban it, but I don't think you want me to do that, so I won't do that. So I'm not gonna unban like people's names that are people's doxes, It's just not a good idea. I have no use for James or none of the other pieces of shit. You can tell him I said that too. Unless you want to come around and apologize. But let me go with my ban list real quick. Wait, that's not the real Todd, is it? Okay, so I'm not going to mention every name because most of it's doxing names. Names I can't say. Who's American Smoker? Not Toker, American Smoker. Soft ass feelings, no. Timothy Matt or whatever. I'll shut up. Yeah, I'm not gonna ban that person. WPG Pumpkin King. That's actually WPG, so I'll ban him. Let's see here. The Damned Islander. I don't know if that's the real one or not, but I'll unban him. I didn't ban him, by the way. I don't ban hardly anybody. It's the mods that do that, and I trust the mods, so it's all good. The marshal is not allowed. Let's see here. Docs. Let's see. I can't see the chat right now because I'm going through the ban list. Yay and New Day. I don't know who banned them, but I'll unban them. Let's see. What else do we have here? Docs. It's mostly people who are doxing other people. Okay, so who's Aussie Buzz Lightyear? Is that Kelly's alt account or is that a troll account? Let's see here. Docs. They're mostly docs accounts. Oh shoot, there's 71 more. Yeah, I'll have to go through this later. On a lot of this here. A fake CPP. Jules123 negative. Not gonna unblock you. Larp Busters, fuck you. Not gonna unblock you. You're a piece of shit. You're a loser. Docs. Yeah, I don't see the name. But yeah, I'll go through it later. I did unblock a few, but most of them are just docs. Doxes, so I'm not gonna unblock people who are doxing everybody else. So, but yeah, I'll go through it more thoroughly later on this week or whatever. Anyways, all right, I'm gonna close it out. Thanks for coming. Have a good one. If you guys want to chat for a little bit or whatever, I'll play some bullshit StreamYard music. I can't stand it. I'm tired of it. I'm hoping to get some better music in here. Hold on just a second. That's not it. Where do you go here? Shit. I actually got rid of the actual. Anyways, all right. Hustler Pasta Frog Error. What's up, Lady J? Missy Ghetto Frog. Yeah, I said your name's NT Eddie. Lost Brain Cells. Oh, jeez. I couldn't imagine walking into Walmart or a grocery store and seeing these kind of screen names and these kind of comments in real life. It shows how people think they're so tough behind a keyboard. It just boggles my mind. Because in real life, you just don't really see that unless they're on meth or spice or bath salts or whatever. It's just crazy the way people act in chat. WPG, you are free. I didn't even know you were in the ban box until now. Can you imagine some of the things you guys say? If you went to Walmart or a grocery store, walked up to a stranger or somebody you barely know and say, oh, by the way, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, you'd probably get your ass kicked or get arrested, just to be honest with you. But behind a keyboard, everybody thinks they're tough. Yeah, man, I'm tough. I got a computer, man. I'm tough. Unbelievable. It's crazy. Let's see, brand one. Background. All right, so I'll play some, I don't know, something. I'll play what people call 70s P.O. whatever in music. I don't know, whatever. All right, later.
Thank you.